Hey YCC Kids, welcome to another awesome week of stuff that we have got planned for you. We've got a talk with Lois with another miracle, and we've got an amazing craft with Bridget. So let's get right into it.
Where's Stan? He should be here by now. Stan, what are you doing?
Oh, hello!
Stan! Oh, are you okay, Stan?
Hey Lauren, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, phew. What were you doing?
Well, I was thinking, when lockdown is over, all my favorite stars are gonna start having concerts again. And I wanna make sure I'm right up front for the next Joe Hardy concert. So, to avoid the crowds, I'll just fly over them. I saw it in a movie once.
Oh, I mean, that's very inventive. I wouldn't have thought to do that, so good job, Stan. Actually, that does remind me of a story that I know. Do you want me to tell it to you?
Yeah!
Okay. So, to help tell our story today, we have a little house. So, Jesus was teaching inside this house, and it was very full. The Pharisees were there because they wanted to see Jesus make a mistake. There were loads of other people there because they loved to listen to Jesus' stories. And the disciples were there because they wanted to learn more about God. And then outside, there were loads of crowds of people listening to what Jesus had to say.
Like a Joe Hardy concert.
Yeah, kind of like a Joe Hardy concert. In the town nearby lived a paralysed man, and he couldn't walk, he couldn't move his legs, and his friends knew that Jesus could heal him. So they decided to take him to Jesus. Carefully, they placed him on a stretcher and carried him all the way to the house where Jesus was teaching. But there was a problem.
Like a math problem?
Well, kind of. They couldn't get their friend inside the house. So the four friends were determined. They had to carry their friends all this way, and they had to get him in the house somehow. But do you know how they did it?
How?
Well, carefully they carried their friends to the house, and they started banging and digging, and they made a hole in the roof big enough to lower their friend through it. They lowered him very carefully down into the house. Jesus stopped teaching, and everyone looked in horror as the man was lowered to the ground. Jesus looked at the four friends who were peeping down from the roof, and he smiled at them. And he looked at the paralysed man and said, "You are forgiven." The Pharisees were annoyed. Only God can forgive sins. Who does this man think he is? Jesus smiled and says, "I have the power to forgive the sin, for I am the Son of God." And the man got up and walked away, and he was completely well.
Wait, so the man could walk again?
Absolutely, because Jesus performed a miracle.
But Lauren, that's impossible.
Well, Jesus is God, and he is God in human form, so he has all the power that God has.
Oh, I see. And since God made the universe, and you and I, then he can do miracles which seem impossible.
That's exactly right.
Yay!
So, shall we have a craft to remind us of this story?
Yay!
Okay.
Here.
Amazing, thank you very much Lois and Stan. Now we are going to make a craft to remind us of that story. So we are going to make our own person on a stretcher to remind us that Jesus can work miracles even when it seems impossible. So for this craft you will need some paper, scissors and a pen and a stapler, and then you're going to need something for the stretcher. So we've got a piece of fabric, you can use felt, paper, whatever you've got, and then we've got some lollipop sticks as well, but anything will do, anything like that. So first of all you want to draw a person on your piece of paper and cut it out. So here we have my little man. Now it's time to make the stretcher to put him on. So I'm going to take 2 of my lollipop sticks and my piece of fabric, and very simple, just staple the fabric onto the lollipop stick at both ends. So here is the stretcher for the man to go on, so I'm going to put him on there. Now I'm sure that yours will look a lot better if you decorate him, give it a face, give it some clothes, do it however you want to, and if you do decide to do this craft, take a photo and send it in to us on the Facebook page, and we'd love to see them. But that's all from us this week, and we will see you next time. Goodbye!